जय गोपीजनवल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन।
यमुनतीरावनचारी
यमुनतीरावनचारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुञ्ज विहारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुञ्ज विहारी।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद।
जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव
जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव।
ताई गौर हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल।
नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल।
ताई गौर प्रमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्ण माता जी, thank you. Prabhuji, you will sing Mangalacharan prayers now, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances to all of you. Yes, Shikmar will not be here. So he told me to continue today's session. So welcome you all for this Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya daily Srimad Bhagavatam reading class. Manoharni Mataji also there. Welcome Mataji. Hare Krishna. So we will be discussing from Canto 6, Chapter 4, and today from verse number 30 onwards. First we will recite the Mangalacharan prayers for studying these verses. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Chayamudirayet Ashtaprayasha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saganalita Shri Vishakanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी नमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने नमः आचार्य पदाय निताय कृपापदाय गौरगदाधा मादाय नंदग्रामतरणे नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुलंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपादं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरं जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome all the devotees for our Srimad Bhagavatam reading session. So we will be starting today from 6.4.30, chapter 4, canto 6. Actually, we are in the important section called the Hamsa Guhya prayers, which is offered by Daksha to Lord Krishna. So these Hamsa Guhya prayers are very famous. 12 verses total, 23 to 34. So we are at another 5 verses we have to discussing in this Hamsa Guhya prayers. So we'll discuss today verse number 30. Mataji, anybody would like to recite this verse?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yasmin yato yena cha yasya yasmai yadyo yatha kurute karyate cha paravaresham param prak prasiddham tad brahma tadyeturya ananyadekam यस्मिन् यतो येन च यस्य यस्मै यद्यो यथा कुरुते कार्यते च परापरेषां परं प्राक् प्रसिद्धं तद्ब्रह्म तद्येतुरनन्यदेकम्. Scroll down, Prabhuji. Translation. The Supreme Brahman, Krishna, is the ultimate resting place and source of everything. Everything is done by him, everything belongs to him, and everything is offered to him. He is the ultimate object, and whether acting or causing others to act, he is the ultimate doer. There are many causes, high and low, but since he is the cause of all causes, he is well known as the Supreme Brahman who existed before all activities. He is one without a second and has no other cause. I therefore offer my respects unto him. Translation once again. The Supreme Brahman, Krishna, is the ultimate resting place and source of everything. Everything is done by him. Everything belongs to him. And everything is offered to him. He is the ultimate object. And whether acting or causing others to act, he is the ultimate doer. There are many causes, high and low, but since he is the cause of all causes, he is well known as the Supreme Brahman who existed before all activities. He is one without second and has no other cause. I therefore offer my respects unto him. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the original cause as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Aham sarvasya prabhavah. Even this material world, which is conducted under the modes of material nature, is caused by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who therefore also has an intimate relationship with the material world. If the material world were not a part of his body, the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Cause, would be incomplete. Therefore, we hear Vasudeva Sarvam iti Samatma Sudurlabhaha. If one knows that Vasudeva is the original cause of all causes, he becomes a perfect Mahatma. The Brahma Samhita 5.1 declares Ishvara Paramakrishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the supreme controller. He has an eternal, blissful, spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, for he is the prime cause of all causes. The supreme Brahman, Tad Brahma, is the cause of all causes, but he has no cause. Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarvakarana Karanam. Govinda, Krishna, is the original cause of all causes, but he has no cause for his appearance as Govinda. Govinda expands in multifarious forms, but nonetheless, they are one. As confirmed by Madhvacharya, Ananya, Ananya Sad Sabhabet Eko Rupyat Abedataha. Krishna has no cause nor any equal, and he is one because he is various forms as Swamsa and Vibhamsa are not different from himself. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. So, as we discussed, we are in Hamsa Guhya prayers. The reason for Daksha offering these prayers is because Daksha is a Prajapati. So, his role is to increase the population in this material universe. So, as he was, Prajapati was creating all kinds of demigods, demons, and but he was seeing that his population is not increasing. Population is not increasing as per his expectation. So then, for that reason, he went to the sacred place and then he started performing the austerities in order to satisfy the Supreme Lord so that we can fulfill his role. For us also, like sometimes whatever responsibility, sometimes we are not able to do. So there is a saying that prayer moves mountains. Prayer moves mountains. This mountain we cannot move. But when we pray to the Lord, then the Lord gives strength to do the impossible task. And so that is the power of prayers. So here, the same similar prayer is offered by Prajapati Daksha so that he can fulfill his roles and responsibilities as a Prajapati. So there, after doing the austerities, Daksha is offering this Hamsa Guhya prayers to the Lord. And one important point Srila Prabhupada is highlighting here in the Bhagavatam purport, these Hamsa Guhya prayers actually were not composed by Daksha. Like if you see Prahlad Maharaj prayers, Maharaj is also taking class on transcendental teachings of Prahlad Maharaj, So Prahlad Maharaj prayers, Dhruva Maharaj prayers, Kunti Maharani prayers, these are all spontaneously coming from them. So they are actually composing that prayers. But this prayer is not composed by Daksha, but already these prayers were existing in the Vedic literature. So Daksha only repeated these prayers actually. So this is Hamsa Guhya prayers background. And so the Hamsa Guhya prayers begins from verse number 23 up to verse number 34. Okay, so today we are in this verse number 34, which is saying about the cause of all causes. Sarva Karana Karanam. How Krishna is the root cause of everything. So Prabhupada writes wonderful purport here. We can see here from the verse actually, Yasmin. Yasmin means actually it is the ultimate resting place. In Bhagavatam also we have like 10 topics. As means 10 topics we have seen Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam, Poshanam, Manvantra, Ishanugata, Uttaya, like that, Nirukti, then Mukti. So like that, Ashraya, like that, we have 10 different topics in Bhagavatam. So this Yasmin means Sthanam or resting place. So that is actually Krishna, Yasmin. And Etaha means from whom everything emanates, is ultimate source. Prabhupada writes in the purport, Aham Sarvasya Prabho, Matta Sarvam Pravartate, Iti Matva Bhajantema, Buddha Bhava Samanitaha, means the material and spiritual worlds are emanating from the Supreme Lord. And Ena means by whom everything is enacted. He is the ultimate actor. So he is moving everything, moving all the things in the creation. He is the ultimate actor. Yashya means to whom everything belongs. He is the ultimate proprietor. Krishna says, Bhoktaram Vijna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram means he is the proprietor for everything. Sarvaloka Maheshwar. Ishwar means controller. Maheshwar means supreme controller. So that is Yashya. Yasmai, to whom everything is offered. He is the ultimate beneficiary. Like whatever we are doing, the sacrifice, it is actually offered for the pleasure of the Lord. Ultimate beneficiary. Bhoktaram. And yet, who is the desired object of every action, is the ultimate object of our love. And Yaha means who does everything by himself or through others. He is the ultimate doer. So that is the important thing we are understanding here. The cause of all causes. The Supreme Brahman, Krishna, is the ultimate resting place, is the source of everything, is done by him, everything belongs to him, and everything is offered to him. He is ultimate objective, whether acting or causing others to act. He is the ultimate doer. There are many causes, high and low, but since he is the cause of all causes, he is well known as the Supreme Brahman, who existed before all activities. He is one without a second and has no other cause. I therefore offer my respects unto him. So this is Hamsa Guhya prayer. We will go to Srila Prabhupada purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the original cause. So Prabhupada is quoting here the Bhagavad Gita, the Chatusloki Bhagavad Gita, Am Sarvasya Prabhaha, 10.8. So Krishna, those who know that Krishna is the source, it is very easy for them because our life becomes very easy. Because if you try to track who is God or try to find out, it is very difficult. So the scriptures are giving this knowledge of Avaroha Panta. Avaroha Matta means descending knowledge. So from the scriptures, we are easily getting this knowledge. And only we have to practice now. Practice devotional service. Like if you see, if you want to know our father, we know our father. If you want to know our grandfather, we know our grandfather. And maybe before him, we know. Maybe 3 generations we know. But if you want to know our forefathers, 10 generations before, there is no easy way to find out unless somebody comes in our path, somebody who knows all these things and he will explain to us. See, he was your forefather. He was the first generation, second generation. So that is called Avaroha Panta. By our own research, we cannot even find out our forefathers. Even if you do research, how many forefathers we can find out? Maybe 3-4 generation maximum. But if you want to trace out maybe 10 generation, 20 generation, very difficult. Then if it is difficult to find out our own forefathers, what about finding out the source of everything? The complete source, God. It is not easy by our endeavor. Not at all possible. Totally, it is impossible, we can say, impossible. But then how we can find out? This is because of by the mercy of the scriptures. The scriptures give us make our task very easy. That they say, who is the Sarva Karana Karma? How this material world came, how this spiritual world was existing, and who are we? What is our relationship with God? Why are we here? What we are supposed to do? What is the goal of human life? And how to go back to home, back to God? Everything is very clearly given in Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, making our life very easy. So we need not do any research like we are doing in the material world. We are doing a lot of research. In spiritual world, there is no need for spiritual life. There is no need for any research. We have to just accept the authority which is descending through the Guru Shishya Parampara. Then our life becomes very easy. All we have to do is to practice according to the guidelines which is prescribed in the scriptures, Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. So here, Prabhupada writes here, even in this material world, which is conducted under 3 modes of material nature, that is Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, is also caused by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because Krishna says, Am Sarvasya Prabhava means includes material creation as well as the spiritual world. So, who therefore also has an intimate relationship with the material world. Because he is the creator, he has a relationship with the material world. If the material world were not part of his body, the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Cause would be incomplete. So we know that very famous verse from Ishopanishad that Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat. So the Lord is complete. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate. So even everything is emanating from him, and he is complete, and whatever is emanating from him, that is also perfect and complete. So that is what Prabhupada is writing. If the material world were not part of his body, then the supreme cause would be incomplete. But the Lord is complete. All the emanations are also complete. Therefore, we hear another sloka from Bhagavad Gita, very famous sloka. Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanaman Ma Prapadyate Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudirlabha. So everything is actually Krishna. So who will understand? Only a Mahatma can understand. And who will be that Mahatma? How many Mahatmas will be there in this world? Very, very rare. Sudurlabha. Very rare to find a Mahatma who is telling Krishna is everything. Even if you go to many spiritual societies, they will talk about Krishna, but they will not tell everything is Krishna. When you hear their lectures more and more, they will only use Krishna for their, highlighting their own points. But they will not tell Krishna is everything. Only you can see in ISKCON, Vaishnava Sampradaya, especially in ISKCON, we give that ultimate, this essence of these Vedas, that Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samatma Sudurlabha. That's why we see the pure Vaishnavas who accept that Krishna is everything. They are very, very rare to find in this material world. If one knows that Vasudeva is the original cause of all causes, he becomes a perfect Mahatma. See, if you know that everything is actually coming from Krishna, then that person becomes a perfect Mahatma. And Prabhupada quotes here the very famous Brahma Samhita. Every time we do Abhishekam to the Lord, we recite this Brahma Samhita. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachitananda Vigraha, Anadi Radhir Govindam, Sarva Karana Karanam. Anadi Radhir Govindam means he is the oldest of the old. And he is the cause of all causes. Prabhupada writes a purport refers here. Krishna, who is actually translation of this verse actually, translation of this Brahma Samhita 5.1. Krishna, who is known as Govinda. In North India, normally they say Krishna, but in South we always refer Krishna as Govinda. We go to Tirupati, nobody calls Krishna by any other name except Govinda. Govinda is very famous. And they say a joke also. If you have your son as your name as Govinda, and if you go to Tirupati and you lost your son, how do you call him? If you call Govinda, everybody will call Govinda. Very difficult to trace your son there, because whoever is in Tirupati, they all call Govinda, Govinda. If you go into the temple, this Govinda mantra is going on. Everybody chants with ecstasy, Govinda, Govinda, like that. So Draupadi also chanted this mantra, this Govinda, when she was insulted in the assembly. She called back by loudly chanting Govinda. Then Krishna came and rescued her. So this Govinda is very, very famous name. And Prabhupada also writes what is Govinda, who protects the cows, who gives and also who gives a pleasure to the senses, and who is a controller of the senses. Go means senses, and also go refers to cow as well. So Krishna is also another name is called Govinda. Normally these names are coming by the activities or qualities of Krishna. So he's the supreme controller. Supreme controller, we can see Parama, Krishna. Ishvara, Parama means supreme controller. Ishvara, Parama, Krishna. Sachit Ananda Vigraha. He is actually Sat means he is eternal. Chit means he is full of knowledge. And Ananda means he is full of bliss. And Vigraha means he is having a spiritual body. That's why it's eternal, knowledge, blissful, and he is having a beautiful form. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesho Shobham Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Sachidananda Vigraha means he is having a beautiful, eternal, spiritual, blissful, spiritual body. Anadir, he is the origin of all. Adir, but he has no other origin. This is the definition of God. People ask, many times people ask, okay, you tell everything is God is created. Who created God? That is a question people normally ask. If you say everything is created by God, who created God? God, the definition of God is one who has created everything, but he has no creator. He himself is a creator, and there is no creator for him. Because if you say God is created by such and such, then that will become God. God, the definition of God is one who has created everything, and who has no creator. He is the creator himself. That is called God. So that's why it is said Anadiradir Govinda means he is the origin of all, but he has no other origin. But we can say, I cannot understand how he don't have any origin. That is due to our limited mind and intelligence. We cannot understand now why God is having no origin. He is Swayam. Swayam means he is the origin of everything. He has no origin. That with our limited mind and intelligence, definitely we cannot understand. But we also know that he has created everything. He does not have any other cause for his own creation. He is Swayam Bhagavan. He is origin himself. So for he is the prime cause of all causes. So he is the Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. And he is normally referred as the Supreme Brahman. We are called as Brahman, Sarvam Kalidam Brahma, and Aham Brahmasmi, they say. Aham Brahmas means we are also Brahman, but Krishna is called as the Supreme Brahman. Tad Brahma is the cause of all causes, but he has no cause. This is a very important thing when you understand about God is actually Krishna is, he is the cause of all causes, but he has no cause. In one lecture I heard, if you want to be peaceful and happy, we should always remember three things. Very important. That Krishna is the owner of everything. Krishna is the owner of everything. We should know, very important point. We should know whether it is our family members or whether it is our wealth, property. He is the owner of everything. Maybe we think that, okay, these are all owner. Krishna is the owner, but my money, this money in the bank, I am the owner. That is also false idea. Everything owner is Krishna. That is the first point. So Krishna owns everything. And second point is, whatever we have, knowledge, beauty, wealth, good health, good capabilities for singing, drawing, painting, or music, or dancing, whatever we have, that is given to us by Krishna for a purpose. So second point is that whatever we have here in this material world, that is, first is he is the owner of everything. Second, he is actually giving us, he is giving us for a purpose. Okay, maybe he is having a singing capability, he has given the singing capability for us for a purpose. He will not give without a reason. He gives whatever we have with a purpose. Third thing is, Krishna can take away these things at any time. Okay, today I am speaking, tomorrow maybe he will take the speaking at any time. We are seeing in this world, people have some capability, they are losing that. People are having strong body, then after the certain time they are getting some disease and they become very weak also. So we have n number of instances where people have so many things and they lose it for in a no matter of time. So Krishna is the owner of everything, and whatever we have is given to us by Krishna for a purpose. And Krishna can take this anything at any time. So that is very important to understand Sarva Karana Karana. Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is having this full authority, power, and also is fully merciful. He will simply not take for a reason because of certain things, because of our past karma or something. Sometimes it is we are forcefully taken out of some things which we are having. And Govinda, Krishna is the original cause of all causes. You can see here Prabhupada, how much love and affection he is having for Krishna. He is repeating the same statement again and again. That shows he want to emphasize his point. Like we know that Kalau Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva, 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 Gatiranata. So it is repeated 3 times. So the stress is given that we will not be having any doubt in this. So that's why it is said 3 times. They say in the court also, a person is called 3 times name because they don't want that he should be attending. So they call it three times. Anything which is said 3 times means it is having more emphasis. That this is the ultimate. So here if you see prime cause of all causes, one time Prabhupada is written, and again is the cause of all causes, second time is written, and is again written as the original cause of all causes, 3 times. So Prabhupada is emphasizing this, that we should have no doubt in this, that Krishna is the cause of all causes. Now, if you go to the outside world, to the common man, they may not agree to all this what we are saying. But we are very fortunate, we are able to get the shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada purport, and no use to argue to those people who are adamant or arrogant. Adamant or arrogant that they will not accept this, it is their misfortune. We should be strongly situated that from the Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, we get this knowledge that Krishna is the supreme cause of all causes. Otherwise, as I said, we have no way to find out all these things. except scriptures? No way. You cannot find out. People who are debating that not Krishna is not the cause, they can keep on debating for 100 years, 1,000 years, millions of years, but there is no conclusion and they will never get the answer. So that's why we have to take the Avaroha Pantha, means the authoritative knowledge which is coming through the scriptures without any doubt. But yes, no cause for his appearance as Govinda. So Govinda expands himself into multifarious forms. So we know how Krishna is expanding into Vishnu forms. Krishna is expanding into so many forms, Krishna, Balaram, also Srimati Radharani, and also Krishna expands as Shankarshna, Pradyumna, Vasudeva, Aniruddha. Then again he is expanding himself as Narayana. Then again he's expanding himself into uh, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, sorry, Karnodaksha Vishnu, then Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Shirodaksha Vishnu, and Sadashiv. So many multifarious forms, Krishna or Govinda is keep expanding. But nevertheless, they are one. They are all one, like one. Same Brahma Samhita says, like it is one candle lighting the other candle. As confirmed by Madhvacharya, who is one of the bona fide Vaishnava Sampradaya, it is Brahma Sampradaya. Madhvacharya. Brahmas, we have these four Sampradayas, Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya. So Brahma Sampradaya, the Acharya is Madhvacharya. And ISKCON, International Society of Krishna Consciousness, is one of the branches of Brahma Sampradaya, and it is called as Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. It's a Gaudiya means it is referring to the Gaudadesh. Gaudadesh means the originating from the Bengal. As confirmed by Madhvacharya, Ananya Sadrisha Bhavat Ekarupari Abedataha. Krishna has no cause or nor any equal. See, very important point we should know, even in Christianity or Islam, the same point is emphasized that God, nobody can be equated to God, equal or higher than God. This is very first point in all the religion. Nobody should actually equal anybody to God or should make them higher than God. God is the ultimate. Everybody is below him. So this point, all the three major religions are very clear that whether you take Islam or Christianity or our Sanatana Dharma, that the Supreme Lord, nobody can be equal. So that Supreme Lord here is mentioned, Krishna has no cause nor any equal. That's why we are very clear, when we are reciting this Nama Aparad, these offenses to the holy name. There's one offense which is considered as to consider the demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. We should never consider Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. It's a very important point. Some people who are worshipping all God, they may be offended that why they are teaching like this, telling that they should not equal like that. But that is the ultimate. There is only one Supreme Lord. We should understand. This is like all other religions are saying there's only, but all are other expansions only. So the original should be given its own authoritative position that they are the ultimate, means he is the ultimate, supreme proprietor and cause of all causes. From him, all the forms, whatever we are praying, they are all originating. He is one because of his various forms. So Swamsa means his personal expansions. Swamsa means personal expansions, all Balaram, Sankarsana, Vasudeva, Pranidhana, all means personal expansions. So Swamsa and Vibhinnamsa means separated expansions, like the Jivatmas, that also expansion of Krishna only. This is called Vibhinnamsa, means separated expansions. We are actually Vibhinnamsa. Swamsa means all the Vishnu Murtis. All the expansions of this one or all the avatars, they are all Swamsa. Vibhinnamsa means Jivatmas or not different from himself. So they are not different from himself. That is called like Swamsa, we know they are not different from Krishna. We are also not different from him in the quality wise. That is called Achintya Bed, Abeda Tattva. Like simultaneously one and different from the Lord. In quality wise, we are non-different from Krishna, but in quantity wise, he is Vibhu. We are actually Anu. He is great and we are very small or insignificant. So that is this Hamsa Guhya prayer, which is addressing Krishna as the cause of all causes, Sarva Karana Karana. Hare Krishna. So devotees, if you have any questions or comments to add on this, you can please unmute and we can discuss this. Hare Krishna. Okay, so if there are no further, Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Then pronounced to all of you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
What came to my mind, Prabhuji, as we read that verse? Uh,
Hare Krishna, Mataji. We are not able to hear you. Hare Krishna.
but at the same time, he also says in the 18th
Mataji,
chapter that he is
we
one of.
lost connection, Mataji, in between. We are not able to hear you. Can you repeat it, Mataji? What came to
Yes,
your
Prabhuji.
mind up to that we hear?
Okay, what came to my mind was that the whatever prayers that Daksha has offered to Krishna, Krishna
Yes.
himself has told this about himself in Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
And also in the Chatusloki of Srimad Bhagavatam, where he is telling to Brahmaji that he is like this, that he only
Yes.
existed before the creation, and
Yes.
he is a maintainer, and after annihilation, he is the only one who is going to be existing.
Yes.
And apart from this, if people have any other thought process, that is all, then also it is him only in the form of illusory energy of the Lord. So there is no point at any point in time we are not away from Krishna's grip. But only thing is, it matters whether we are in his Daivi energy or in his Maya energy.
Yes, very true.
So yeah, that also Krishna again further covers in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, saying that Mahatmanastu Mam Partha Daivim Prakriti Mashritaha. Yeah, so those who are surrendered unto me, those Mahatmas, they are coming under my Daivi energy, which means my divine energy of Yoga Maya. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, they are not at any time part of Mahamaya. They don't serve Maya, but serve me through my Yoga Maya potency. So this thought only came to my mind, like Krishna himself told, because who will tell about Krishna? Because if somebody is existing above Krishna or with Krishna, they can tell. But there is nothing like that, nobody like that. So it is imperative that he has to tell about himself. So we follow suit what he wants us to do, and then we understand. Yes, he is our super boss, and
Yes.
nobody else. And we have no other go but to surrender unto him. That is the
Yes. Very true.
so that is the real knowledge. So when we come to that point, then Jnanavan Mam Prabhadyante. They will only surrender unto me, saying Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Everything is Supreme Lord Krishna, Vasudeva only. So these things came to my mind. And also regarding the activities also, Krishna at one point says, see, actually I have got nothing to do. But he also
Natasya
says,
Karanam.
Natasya Karanam, yes. Karanam cha vidyate, that comes in that Upanishad, isn't it, Prabhuji? And
No, in Bhagavad Gita also,
Parashar is said.
Bhagavad Gita
Yeah,
also.
yes, yes. So then but then again, 18th chapter, he says that he is one of the five factors. Without his approval, no activity is sanctioned. We cannot
Correct.
proceed.
Yes.
So, like this, Krishna covers everything by which he is telling us directly or indirectly, but which is made very clear because of Bhakti Vedanta purports that yes, Bhagavan is everything. The Prabhupada never leaves a chance to tell us in any verse or any purport that Krishna is everything, and we have to surrender. And as you said, yes, what we say in Tamil, vittu kudukama pesறது, அது மாதிரி he never gives up on Krishna. He is always defending Krishna at any point in time.
Yeah. Very true.
So yeah, that shows his flow of love, like
love, yes.
Yes, flow of love, yes.
Now, somebody we like, we always, try to give, talk about them when we are impressed by somebody, Normally, naturally, we speak about them more.
Yes.
Like they say, the mother speaks more about their children, when somebody comes.
Yes.
He did like
But
that.
even that will become boring for others to hear, because everything, ayyo, எப்ப பாரு இதே சொல்றேன்னு. But when we hear about Krishna, we don't feel like that.
Yes. Very true.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you for sharing your wonderful realizations and understanding.
All because of you, Vaishnavas, Prabhuji. Otherwise, namakilla inno Prabhuji.
No, we are all taking inspiration from each other, Mataji. That is the truth.
Yes.
Everybody is taking inspiration from each other. So all assembled Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, they are all giving inspiration to each other. And as you said, Krishna is the super boss. And one thing is that super boss is very compassionate and merciful. That is the big important point. Like the Supreme Lord, if he is not merciful, then we have no scope or hope. But the Supreme Lord is merciful. That is actually the biggest benediction or blessing to all the conditioned souls here. Correct, no, Mataji? Otherwise,
Yes, Prabhuji.
if God is
Yes.
not very compassionate, or this one, suppose by nature he is like that, what we can do? We cannot do anything.
Yes,
So,
Prabhuji. He's too
that one-
compassionate. He sent Prabhupada to us
yeah,
to redeem
yes,
us.
yeah,
Otherwise,
yes.
it is not possible.
Very true. And also one more point is there. It is said that the Acharya say we are never actually separated from Krishna. Actually, it like whatever our stage is like a dream. Once we go back to spiritual world, it will end like a bad dream. Like bad dream. You just wake up, then you say, oh, dream, it's a bad dream. Then, it just vanishes like that. So this material existence is actually, we forgot Krishna, but we are not separated from him. But once we go back to him, it will just look like a bad dream that I have been separated for some time, like that. It will just disappear. It's like a flash moment only. For us, it's maybe for millions of years, but for Krishna, the time factor is very short. It's like a flash of moment we were away from him. So Acharya say like that. Uh, when from Krishna, actually we are never separated from Krishna. It is like kind of a dreaming stage. When we forget Krishna, it is like we are dreaming many things which are actually not important or not actual truth. Like we see, okay, this is the thing important for me, like that. So that will end one day, finally, by Krishna's mercy and Vaishnava's mercy. Hare Krishna. So we have 10 more minutes actually. So we can go to this verse, we can recite this verse also. If somebody else want to discuss something, we can discuss. Otherwise, we can go to this. This is little bigger. If you want, we can read this one and we can complete this verse also today. Hare Krishna. So anybody wants to recite this verse? Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, nobody's there. Geeta Mataji would like to recite?
Bili Mataji mic is unmute. I'm not sure if she wants to recite.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. If nobody is there, I will try, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Up to you, Dipti Mataji or Saradita Mataji, anybody can recite.
Sarvadita Mataji, you carry on, Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ichchaktayo vadadam vadinam vai vivada samvada bhuvo bhavanti kurvanti chaisha muhuratma moham tasmai mamo nanda gunaya bhumne. Ichchaktayo vadadam vadinam vai vivada samvada bhuvo bhavanti kurvanti chaisha muhuratma moham tasmai namo nanda gunaya bhumne. Extra screen. Yes. Translation. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the all-pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead, who possesses unlimited transcendental qualities, acting from within the course of the hearts of all philosophers, who propagates various views. He causes them to forget their own souls while sometimes agreeing and sometimes disagreeing among themselves. Thus he
Mataji, you
creates
want me
within
to read? It's okay for you?
no, it's okay.
Oh,
Thus he creates within this material world situation a situation in which they are unable to come to a conclusion. I offer my respectable obeisances unto him. Purport. Since time immemorial, or since the creation of the cosmic manifestation, the conditioned souls have formed various parties of philosophical speculation, but this is not true of the devotees. Non-devotees have different ideas of creation, maintenance, and annihilation, and therefore they are called vadis and pradivadis, proponents and counter-proponents. So, actually, I'm reading from mobile. That's
Yeah. If you want, I can read, Mataji, no problem. It's okay for you, comfortable for reading, it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Continue.
Sarko, yes, Prabhuji. Proponents and counter-proponents. It is understood from the statement of Mahabharata that there are many munis or speculators. Sarko pradishtas trudayo vibhinna nashva rishi rishya madam na bhinna. All speculators must disagree with the other speculators. Otherwise, why should there be so many opposing parties concerned with the ascertaining the supreme cause? Philosophy means finding the ultimate cause, as Vedanta Sutra very reasonably says, Adado Brahma Jijnasa. Human life is meant for understanding the ultimate cause. Devotees accept that the ultimate cause is Krishna because this conclusion is supported by all Vedic literatures and also by Krishna himself, who says, Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. I am the source of everything. Devotees have no problem understanding the ultimate cause of everything, but non-devotees must face many opposing elements because everyone who wants to be a prominent philosopher invents his own way. In India, there are many parties of philosophers such as the Dvaitavadis, Advaitavadis, Vaisheshikas, Mimamsakas, Mayavadis, and Swabhavavadis. And each of them opposes the others. Similarly, in the Western countries, there are also many philosophers with different views of creation, life, maintenance, and annihilation. Thus, it is undoubtedly a fact that there are countless philosophers throughout the world, each of them contradicting the others. Now, one might ask why there are so many philosophers. If the ultimate goal of philosophy is one, undoubtedly, the ultimate cause is one, the Supreme Brahman. As Arjuna told Krishna in Bhagavad Gita 10.12, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashwatam Divyam, Adidevam Ajam Vipum. You are the Supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the supreme abode, and the purifier, the absolute truth, and the eternal divine person. You are the primal God, the transcendental and original, and you are the unborn and all-pervading beauty. Non-devotees, devotee speculators, however, do not accept an ultimate cause, sarva karana karanam, because they are ignorant and bewildered concerning the soul and its activities, even though some of them have a vague idea of the soul. Many controversies arise, and the philosophical speculators can never reach a conclusion. All of these speculators are envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 16:19-20, Tannaham dushta kruran samsareshu naradhaman shivami ajasram ashubhan asur Asurishwa eva yonishu. Asurim yonim abanna mudha janmani janmani mam aprapraiva kaundeya tadoyandi adhamam gadim. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, are cast by me into the ocean of material existence, into various demoniac species of life. Attaining repeated birth among the species of demonic life, such persons can never approach me. Gradually, they sink down to the most abominable type of existence because of their envy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Non-devotees are born in demonic families life after life. They are great offenders, and because of their offenses, the Supreme Lord keeps them always bewildered. Kurvandi chaisa muhur atma moham. The Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, purposely keeps them in darkness. Atma moham. The great authority Parashara, the father of Vyasadeva, explains the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jnana Shakti Balai Aishwarya Virya Tejasmi Asheshada Bhagavat Shabda Vachani Vina Heyer Gunadibi. The demonic speculators cannot understand the transcendental qualities, form, pastimes, strength, the knowledge, and opulence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which are all free from material contamination. Vina Heyer Gunadibihi. These speculators are envious of the existence of Lord Jagat Ahur Anishwaram. Their conclusion is that the entire cosmic manifestation has no controller but is just working naturally. Thus, they are kept in constant darkness, birth after birth, and cannot understand the real cause of all causes. This is the reason why there are so many schools of philosophical speculation. Haresh Prabhu, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mataji. And I think this is a very, very wonderful purport by Srila Prabhupada. Very beautifully explained. Like there are so many contradictions, so many philosophies. Why it is like that? So there is a nice saying in English. Actually, they say there are two kinds of people. One group of people, they are afraid to lose God. Like they are already praying and they don't want to lose the company of God anytime. So one type of people, they are afraid to lose God, and other type of people are afraid that they will find out God. Like the atheist, they don't want to know that there is God, and they are afraid that God somehow will come into their life. Because if God comes, whatever sinful life or something, they have to suffer for that. So that one type of people, they are afraid to lose God. Like, we are chanting, we don't want to lose Krishna at any point in our life. There are other people that don't want to find out Krishna. They were afraid that they will find God. So we know that famous discussion one time the reporter was asking to Prabhupada, like, Swamiji, you are spending all your life chanting, praying, kirtan and all these things. You are dedicating your complete life to Krishna. Then what happened? What will happen if after death you will find out there is no Krishna? Then Prabhupada replied, that yes, after death, if I found out there is no Krishna, still, I did not lose the flavor in my life. Like I had very nice kirtans, we had very nice prasadam, we had very company of very good people in our life, like devotees, how they are having very good qualities, helpful, compassionate, merciful. So we had good devotee association, we had good kirtan, we had good prasadam, and we had a very good quality of life we have led so far. And the Srila Prabhupada asked the reporter back, my question to you is, like after your death, you find out Krishna is there, what will be your position? So this is a important point we have to see. People always will have different philosophical outlooks. Not everybody agrees to them. And Prabhupada writes here that one philosopher has to defeat other philosopher, then only he can establish himself. And in this world, you can see, if you bring out any philosophy, there will be a counter philosophy. That is natural. Like, the moment you say vegetarian food is good for health, then immediately one more philosophy will come. No, they will tell non-vegetarian only good for health. And they will argue, both will keep on arguing. We can see, many people, like when we are vegetarian, when we talk, people keep on arguing. You will not get protein. This was God created this one for our eating only. And they will never finish their argument. So like that, counter arguments will be there for always. Now you say God is having a form, there will be immediately another philosophy coming that God is formless. And they will keep on arguing with you that God is not having form. Your understanding is very preliminary. So anything in this world, it will always have a counter argument. Any point you take. That is a thing, whether it is for even in our own maybe you are working in a company also, like you want to do certain way, immediately other party will say, no, this is wrong, do it this way is better. So like that, it is always, this is never ending. Even within our ISKCON, you see, ISKCON Prabhupada established this International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Everything was going good, and all of a sudden, one group of people told, no, Ritvik, they told, no, we will accept only up to Prabhupada. After that, we will not accept. Immediately they got split. Always this problem is there in this middle. People will always argue against what is being established, and that is what is being expressed very clearly in this translation and purport also. Let me offer my respectful obeisances to all pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead, who possesses unlimited transcendental qualities that we know, and acting from within the cores of the heart of all philosophers. And Krishna is Sarvasya Chaham Riti Sannivishto, is sitting in the core of all heart, who propagate the various views. Like there are philosophers of different philosophies, and also he causes them to forget their own souls. Sarvasya Chaha Vritti Sannivishto Matta Smriti Jnanam Aponam Cha. Forget their own souls while committing, sometimes agreeing and sometimes disagreeing among themselves. Thus, he creates within this material world a situation in which they are unable to come to a conclusion. So, these arguments will never end. We have seen practically, we are discussing with so many people in our day-to-day life. Any kind of argument, it will never end. Either the person is receptive, you can explain him, but by argument, only you will have a bitter heart. You will also not feel good. The other person who argued with you also, you will not feel good. So that is one important thing we should learn. We should be able to tell our point in a nice way. And if the person is very argumentative or very adamant, better to leave them. Better to leave them. Then you can say, okay, I respect your views, but I cannot accept your views. That's all. I respect, not respect your views. I respect you, but I cannot accept your views. My understanding and my realization is different from yours. So I offer my obeisances unto him. And purport, like Prabhupada is very clearly writing, the non-devotees have different ideas of creation, whereas the devotees have different view. And why it is that? Prabhupada quotes from Mahabharata, no? This loka, that all speculators must disagree. Tarko means that it is no kind of discussion or argument. Pratishto srutayo vibhinna. All speculators must disagree with other speculators. Because if I agree, then I come below him. If I agree a person's conclusion, and I will become you. But if I counterattack, then I will become big. Like that, even today in social media, what happens? There is a famous personality, maybe he's having 4 million, 5 million followers in the social network. People, they have a strategy. They will not have any followers. So what they will do? They will attack this person in public, in social domain. So once you attack this person with some negative comments or something, then many people want to watch what this person is telling about. And this person gets so many followers by attacking a person who is having so many followers. So this is happening. So all speculators must disagree with other speculators. Otherwise, why should there be so many opposing parties concerned with asserting the supreme cause? Here, Prabhupada is mentioning about regarding God, how people are arguing with various philosophies, so many religious, so many conclusions, but people are always fighting in the name of religion, that my God is supreme, your God is supreme. Whatever you say, Israel and Palestine, it is mainly because the root cause is actually from coming from the hatred, that my religion, our people, they are special. And here they are saying, no, these people have to be wiped out from the earth. According to our scripture, this is our place. So people fight in the name of God. People fight in the name of religion, and people do not know that there is only one God. They are praying in different name, but they are referring to the same God. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that whenever he's, traveling, and he's seeing a place of pilgrimage, like place of worship, whether it is a mosque or church, he's praying that here is my God who is being worshipped in a different way, in different prayer. But he is my God. My Lord is being prayed in a different way. No? So that is the actual should be the understanding. It is not that they are praying to a different God and we are praying to a different God. No. We are all praying to the same God, but their way of praying and our way of praying is different. But what is important is at the core of the heart, we should have yearning for God. This is the core. Prabhupada says it's not Hindus are better, or Christians are better, or Muslims are better. There is no question that I am better than you or you are better than me. Whoever, whether he is a Christian or Muslim or Hindu or a follower of Krishna consciousness, as long as he is having a yearning, as long as he is having a love for God, that person is to be considered as a genuine person. He's hankering for God is more than anything else in this material world. That person is actually a genuine person. He is called as a sadhu or he is called as a guru. So we should understand that there is no point for us to argue with people who are not accepting the conclusion of these Vedic scriptures. And Prabhupada quotes also, Atato Brahma Jinyasa. Human life is meant for this understanding of ultimate cause. So devotee's job is very easy because we take the conclusion of the scriptures that Krishna is saying, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. So we need not fight. We need not have any confusion. We don't want to, we are not in a dilemma, which is correct or not. Devotees already know Krishna is the source of everything. Devotees have no problem understanding the ultimate cause of everything. But non-devotees have the problem here because they keep on arguing. They have different philosophers, different philosophy. And Prabhupada quotes the different philosophers in India like Dvaitavadis, Advaitavadis, Vaisheshikas, Mimamsakas, Mayavadis, and Swabhavavadis. Like that. Prabhupada quote few, and there are still many philosophers and philosophies in, like even in Tamil Nadu, we have like Isha Yoga, Art of Living. Everybody has different, but none of them teach about love of God. Love of God is most they focus on the healthiness of your body and healthiness of your mind, like how to pacify your mind, how to keep your body healthy. This is their main focus. But the core of the thing is not addressed like Krishna consciousness, that what is the ultimate cause, what is the purpose of creation, and what should be the goal of human life. This is not given as clear as in the Krishna consciousness. And yesterday class, Maharaj told, very nicely, he said that why he accepted Krishna consciousness. He said he read so many books when he was in the teenage, as well as Bhakti Vijna Vinas and Nrsimha Swami Maharaj. And he said Krishna is not Indian God or Hindu God. He is the Supreme Lord. Because he had so many questions about life. He read a lot of books. Nobody answered, or he was not able to understand what they are trying to speak. But when he read Prabhupada books, he understood that whatever questions I had in my life, it has been answered here. And that is why he embraced Krishna consciousness at such an young age and given his complete life in the service of Krishna. Yesterday he said in the class, because I had the answers for whatever I had in my life, all the answers are answered in my heart satisfaction. I was satisfied with these answers. I was convinced that this is the truth. So this is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada also quotes here Bhagavad Gita, where Arjuna accepts Krishna as Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Saswatam Divyam, Adidevam Ajam. So you are the Supreme Brahman, the ultimate cause, abode purifier. And after this also, Arjuna says that not only I am saying, first of all, Krishna is saying, Arjuna is accepting, and Arjuna also says, not only I am saying, also the great sages like Asita, Devala, Narada, Vyasa, they are also agreeing to the same. So, with that we can understand. And also one more thing we can understand here, like when we take our common sense, we know that there is God. And the scriptures also there. If really Krishna is not God, God is there, then definitely he will remove all these scriptures because these are all giving false information. So this Bhagavad Gita is more than 5,000 years. People are reading it and getting transformed. Means this is the ultimate truth. Otherwise, if Krishna is not the Supreme Lord, whoever is the Lord, Supreme Lord, he might have removed all the scriptures from there because they are giving false direction to the humanity. And you see, whatever taught in the Bhagavad Gita also, they are teaching about the divine qualities, 16th chapter, like self-control, purity, devotion, and discipline, and staying away from the sense enjoyment, so many things which is very very helpful for our human life. So like that we can see analyze this point in many many aspects. And but unfortunate people, they are not able to understand these points, are not able to get faith. So that is there here. And they have the vague idea of the soul, and many controversies arise, and philosophical speculators can never reach a conclusion. This is what I said in the previous purport also. The philosophical speculators by argument, they can never reach a conclusion for any number of years. This is a very important point we should remember. Unless we accept the whatever said in the scripture, Shruti and Smriti, we can never reach a conclusion. All the speculators are envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as Krishna is saying in the 16th chapter, 1920, divine and demonic qualities. Dhanaham Dishita Gururan. You can see here, those who are envious and mischievous, Krishna says, I will cast them into the ocean of material existence, into various demonic species of life. Demonic species of life means those who don't believe in God, or they are born in the non-devotee family. Like in the Western countries, if you go to Europe and many places, there is no culture of praying to God. They just live a life only just for they work, study, earn, and then they live their life for sense enjoyment. Nothing above than sense enjoyment. Nothing more than that. Not even one step above that. Hmm. So people will be born in the non-devotee family because they don't want to know about God. So Krishna gives that facility to be born in a non-devotee family. They will be always bewildered because their heart will be always empty without connection to God. And Prabhupada quotes here the great authority Parasara. Here, see, the word darkness means Atma Moha, means they will not understand about their spiritual identity. And the great authority Parashara, the father of Vyasadeva, explains the Supreme Personality of Godhead does. So, this is the definition of God, which Parasara Muni is given. Like one definition, we know Aishwari, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yasya Shri, Jnana Vairagya. That also given by Parasara Muni only. This also given by Parasara Muni, explains the Supreme Personality of Godhead as Jnana Shakti Valaishwarya Virya Tejasmi Asheshataha Tejamsi Bhagavat Chapta Vachani Vina Hair Gunadivihi. So the demonic speculators cannot understand the translated qualities, form, pastime, strength, and knowledge of. See here very clearly written. Who cannot understand God? The demonic speculators cannot understand the translated qualities, form, pastimes, and strength, knowledge, and opulence of Supreme Personality Godhead, which are free from material contamination. Vina Hair Gunadivihi means free from material contamination. These speculators are envious. So enviousness, we are having envy. Even in today material world, you can see even brothers or sisters within their own family members. They are good with each other, but if one person progresses materially well or is materially affluent, the other person naturally become envious. So that enviousness we have with Supreme Lord also. Jagat Ahur Anishwaram. Their conclusion is that the entire cosmic manifestation has no controller. That's what I said. One group is afraid that they will lose God. One group is afraid that they will find out God. But it is just working naturally. Thus, they are kept in constant darkness, birth after birth, and cannot understand the real cause of all causes. This is the reason why there are so many schools of philosophical speculation. So Prabhupada gives answer why there are so many schools of philosophical speculation, because they are actually envious. They do not accept the scriptural statement. They do not accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because they don't accept that, then they concoct their own philosophies and they come out with their own conclusion, which is contradicting with the other philosopher conclusion, and they keep fighting without having clarity in this. Who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or what is the absolute truth? So that is very, very important to understand that the conclusion part. So very nicely explained by Srila Prabhupada. And yesterday Maharaj also was telling one very nice analogy that if you keep water in the pot, it is very cool, but at the same time, little bit the water will evaporate. So similarly, you keep this knowledge without sharing it with others, it will start evaporating from our heart. Means this knowledge will get less. The more you share with others, the more knowledge you get. That is how Krishna consciousness works. If you share it with others, then you get more and more knowledge. But if you just get this knowledge and keep it for yourself, like storing in the pot, slowly the water will evaporate. This divine knowledge starts evaporating, and it slowly start diminishing. So that's why Prabhupada said preaching is the essence. Preaching is the essence means we need to share it with people who are actually looking for this knowledge. To the ignorant, for the innocent people, there are so many. So we can share, and they will also be benefited by this wonderful philosophy of Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. So now devotees, you have any questions or comments to add on these points we discussed, we can discuss. Hare Krishna. Sadananda Shyam Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhuji explained all the points here.
Yes.
Yeah, here means how the Maya, because of this Maya, all this is covered, right? 36th sloka.
Very true.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So there are like 32, 33, 34, three more verses for this Hamsa Guhya prayers to complete. Maybe that we can resume tomorrow. The remaining verses. Any other points anybody would like to share? Today we've taken a little extra time because this verses was very big actually. So there's a reason taken like 10 minutes more time. Hare Krishna. So is there any points of discussion? So today evening we will have a special class by Solidas Bhakti Vijnanath and Narasimha Swami Maharaj Salva. The devotees who are free can please join. And today evening we will not have Chaitanya Charitamrita class because of the Maharaj class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It is in Salva, Prabhu?
Salva, Prabhu, Salva.
Prabhuji's home.
Yes. Sanatan Prabhu's house.
Oh, okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So